Right, we're going to do a little video on significant figures. Significant figures are how many sort of important figures there are in a number. I'll give you some examples over this side, and you might want to write this down. In the number 5, there's only one significant figure. In the number 12, there's two significant figures. This is the number 0 is when it gets hard. So if I have 0.01, it turns out here there is only one significant figure. These are just placeholders, these other zeros. So anything not a placeholder is a significant figure. So that's one significant figure. 0.018 is two significant figures. Here's a tough one. 203. Let's just so I don't know. Let's make this 204. Has three significant figures. Okay. It counts when it's in between. It definitely counts. Whereas the number 200, some would say it has one significant figure, and some would say it has three significant figures. I personally would say we're not sure, which doesn't really help, but yeah, we'll answer that question when we come to it. Okay. And 3.068, that has four significant figures because there's a 0 in the middle. All of those are significant. All right, let's do some calculations. The rule is when we have an answer, our answer should be lowest significant figures in calculation. So for example, 33 has two significant figures, 11 has two significant figures. My answer, whatever it's going to be, is going to be two significant figures when I want to write in significant figures. Let's get my calculator. I want to keep those. I want to go to 33 divided by 11. 33 divided 11 equals 3. Let's change this to one that doesn't, it's not as nice. Let's do 36 divided by 11. I want one with lots of decimal points. Okay, 3.2727 recurring. So 36 divided by 11 is 3.2727 forever and ever. So if I want to write that in two significant figures, I've got to do my two significant figures. The first one is 3 and 2, but I've got to do the rounding. So my answer becomes 3.3, and I say, so we know we've done the rounding. It's to two significant figures. Okay, let's do another one. This one has two significant figures. This one has two significant figures. I'm just going to do it on my calculator in my hand, so I don't have to go back and forth. 15 times sine 25 equals 6.33927, blah, 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 blah. So that's going to be to two significant figures. That's 6.3 to two significant figures. All right, this next one. This is two significant figures. This is 5 significant figures. So my answer has to be in two significant figures. It's always the lowest. So I do my calculation, 15.456 times sine 25 equals 6.5319878. So when I do my answer, I always write the full thing out, and then I put equals after it, and then I do my rounding. 6.5 to 2 significant figures. Okay, here's this example of 20. Is it one significant figure? Is it two? The other one's two. So I'm going to make the assumption that this one's also two. That's what I'm going to do. And that's kind of my working out. So two significant figures, two significant figures. 20 times 77 equals 1,540. My answer has to be the two significant figures. Becomes 1,500 to 2SF. When do you use this? I mean, you use it in physics to show how accurate you are. You only know your answer to the accuracy that's given in your question. So you're kind of rounding off the same as what the calculation is. It's only ever marked upon, probably every second year, is in the excellence criteria. So if you're really going for top marks, basically I just do my calculations, then afterwards I'll just go through and make sure they're in the right significant figures. But if you're not going for excellence and you're still finding the physics hard, don't even worry about it. But it's an excellence thing that they kind of use in a year. If they have too many excellences, they'll say, okay, let's just go back and make sure that everyone's got their significant figures right, so they can cut some people off excellence back to merit. So I think from now on you'll see my answers are written as significant figures, and you'll I just get used to it, I guess.